What is up, everyone? Welcome to today's video. Finally got around to doing this review on Tryp FPV, and let me tell you, it does not disappoint. The graphics are phenomenal. I actually ended up upgrading from my old laptop to a new gaming PC to get this going. So what you could expect is the controls are about the same as any other simulator I've tried. Very intuitive, very simple to follow. Hooked right up, didn't have any problems whatsoever. One issue that I usually have with most simulators is the throttle and the pitch. I usually have to invert. If you try any of these out, you might have to do the same. I don't know, it might just be a Tyrannus thing, or I'm not sure. For the drone profiles, they have a few pre-selected drones that you can choose from. In my opinion, it's pretty cool. You get to fly a Cinelifter, and they got cinematic, freestyle, S-Bang, however you want to pronounce it, and a freestyle. I wish it was a little bit more personalized, where you could, I don't know, make your own drone and go from there and set it up. But nonetheless, it's pretty good. Now, I have not figured out how to put your own music on the playlist yet, so if anybody else knows how to do that, please leave it in the comments below, because I would love to be able to play my own music on here. So, at the time I'm making this video, there is two modes you can choose from. Race mode, they just create different kinds of tracks across the various maps that they have on here right now. And trip mode, which is more of your freestyle, kind of just free fly, roam the environment kind of mode. So for an example of a track, you could see my shoddy attempt at this. So same with any other simulator, if you want to change your camera angle, you use the up and down arrows, and the left and right arrows change your field of view. So you can adjust that to your liking. Obviously you can see right now I'm running with 25 degrees, which is a pretty low tilt for racing. But just showing an example. I'm not much of a racer, so I usually freestyle, and I like to freestyle at 25 degrees. But as you can see, the environment just looks awesome, and recording this, I am running the graphics all the way on Insane or Ultra, whatever their thing is. Alright, so now let's take a look at the other mode, which is the Tryp mode. That's what everybody gets excited about with this simulator, as do I. Alright, so this map right here is called the Quarry, and what's cool about all of these environmental maps is you can see down at the bottom you got lighting presets. You got 3 of those to choose from, as well as different scenarios such as following bike jumpers, or you got the rally quarry, all that good stuff. And as well as you can do challenges, and you earn a badge, I'm pretty sure, if you complete them all. I've gotten 5 out of 6 on this one before I had to reinstall it on this computer. But this is an example of one right here, where you got to try to stay as low as you can to pass through the gates. And I was sucking, so enjoy this. But another cool thing about the maps is that you could actually fast travel to different locations. You can set a marker and pick where you want to spawn your drone, and to me that is a really cool thing to do. I have not seen that in any other simulators to date so far. Alright, so the next map right here is an alpine mountainous terrain with all kinds of cool stuff. It's got castle ruins, lots of mountain dives, It's very, very good for if you want to try to practice some cinematic, but if you also want to freestyle, the castle is a great place to get that done. As you can see, it just looks really, really, really good. And I really have to mention this, from what I've read, there are only 2 guys that put this game together. I don't know their names, I forgot, but they definitely deserve a lot of credit for being able to do this with just the 2 of them. And I'm excited to see what they got in store for the future. As far as graphic demand goes, I feel like this map is definitely the most intense, with all the foliage and motion blur when going down the hills. When I was running this on my HP laptop, I ran best when I was at medium to lower medium graphics on the card. So if you don't have like a higher end PC or something strong enough to be able to run this way up, definitely turn it down. But that is why I ended up getting a different PC, is because playing this simulator on low graphics was not very fun. It just didn't look good, and when you're getting a simulator like this, you're getting it because the graphics look phenomenal. But if you can't run those graphics, then kind of defeats the purpose. Then it's worth mentioning some of the other simulators that are out there that are a little bit less intensive. Alright, so on to the final map. This one is a desert Egyptian kind of style map with, as you can see, you got some plane crashes over here, or it's a plane graveyard. I'm not really sure. Really cool map to just kind of cruise around and explore. They got the Egyptian temples and some pyramids to fly around. And that leads me to my final verdict on this simulator. If you're somebody who's really hardcore on freestyle and that's mostly what you do, I don't know if you'll be that excited about this simulator. It's mostly, to me, aimed more towards somebody who wants to get into cinematography and maybe hone in on their skills a little bit to get a little bit better at figuring out different angles and just cinematics in general. But as I said previously, it is still fun to freestyle. I do it. The Quarry is probably the best map for freestyling. There's a lot of buildings to go through and different areas to explore. But if I were going to give this game a star rating out of, let's say, 5, I would definitely give it a probably a 4. I'd give it a 4-star. So if you decide to check this out, go ahead and look it up on Steam. I believe it's only like $12 or $13 right now, and in my opinion, it's definitely worth it. But that'll do it for this review, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it helped you make a decision if that's why you were watching this. And you guys have a good rest of the day. See you in the next one.